Hello everyone, I'm John Higgins. This is PNG Tonight. Thank you for joining us. A pressure-packed first quarter for the Department of Works and Implementation to deliver new roads and bridges and also keep the existing ones in good condition for traffic to flow. First and foremost has been the unpredictable weather pattern that has damaged infrastructures. That has been followed by funding constraints and a restructure of departmental employees. Despite the challenges and the inevitable criticisms, Secretary for Works and Implementation David Wera says the department remains focused as the #1 infrastructure and technical advisor to the state, and that is also to provide a sound road network in Papua New Guinea, the fundamental basis for national development. I talked to Mr. Wera. Secretary, thank you very much for coming on to PNG Tonight.
Thank you, John, for inviting us to come and do this awareness on
Roads,
the road sector
bridges.
in the country.
Yes, yes. You are, in fact, you head a government department that is perhaps one of the key departments in this country, and one of the departments that whatever this department is doing is prioritized by the government, and a lot of money is given to you to do that. How have you done it? Are you happy with progress so far? Give us an account.
Thank you, John. It's very important that the government continue to prioritize, road transport network in the country. If you look at our road network throughout the country, every village, every community, every school is connected by road network, road transport network, as compared to other modes of transport. Let me say that it's very challenging trying to upkeep the roads throughout the country, both the national network as well as the provincial, the district roads and the urban roads. But I'd like to say that over the last 3 years, road network, road maintenance being one of the pillar policies of the government, we've seen a dramatic increase in the funding level, and only consistent and adequate funding will make a difference on our roads in this country.
Yeah. Okay. Not piecemeal. You've got to have a network system in place that continues. Piecemeal, it's not going to work.
We have to, if we really want to, realize the benefits related to road in this country. We've got to approach it on a program base, and then commit ourselves to it and see that every year we're doing something until we reach 100 kilometers of the 100 kilometers or the required amount of road length. Then and only we will see the benefits.
And I guess then it falls into a category of reforms within works within your department, and you are into that. Just give us a little bit on the reforms that you're going through.
Reforms are very very vital for our department at this stage, especially in the road sector, to see changes. We need to see improved road conditions on our national roads as well as the provincial and district roads that the government is responsible for upkeeping. And we've seen the challenges and experience over the years with the cutback on fundings and issues with capacity issues. Continue to wait for budget to finance a program, a road maintenance program that is 4 or 5 years. When you don't get the funding in time, you start again. I think that approach will not give us any good outcome. So we got to look at a different approach of managing and maintaining. And I think working with the private sector, transferring some of our responsibilities on management as well as the maintenance responsibility, allowing the department to continue to play a regulatory role on the quality and national interest. I believe with adequate funding, we can see some change on our network, whereby there is continuity in the approach of maintaining our roads.
And this is the revival of the PTBs in the provinces that used to be, and your PTBs in the province. You're reviving it now. Is that part of that regulatory thing you're talking about, or is it part of this maintenance of roads in the provinces?
Well, PTD, as we know, has built this country. Connecting the roads throughout the country is the work of PTD. Any system can work as long as we commit ourselves. So
It's the people.
currently, what we are doing is under the reforms. We'd like to see that PTD is properly utilized back on the provincial and district roads. That's the what the reforms are looking at.
Okay. The partnership with the private sector, you're getting quality. Of course, they'll continue if there's funding available. But with what you have, you're getting quality. You're satisfied with the outcomes.
Efficiency and productivity from the contractors' work culture or private sector work culture is very important for us, and we see that that must be continue to be strengthened on good terms and conditions. So at the end of the day, what we want to see is that they deliver value for money, and Works Department continue to play that role to protect the national interest.
Right.
I think that is very vital for us, and on the main highways, we'd like to see that there is more involvement of the private sector in managing and maintaining our roads, and then continue the good works they are doing. Already with the partnership we are having with our contractors, we're seeing a lot of good results coming out. So that's the arrangement we'd like to continue to grow and strengthen.
Okay. All right, then let's talk about the highways a little bit. You've got the Highlands Highway, the Boluminski, the 3 or 4 major highways. The Highlands Highway in particular. I mean, there's sort of so many descriptions of the importance of that highway. We're still not getting it right, are we?
That's right. Under the road reclassification system that the Department of Works has established some years ago, based on their functions as well as their importance, there are 16 priority roads that we have classified as key roads that support the growth of this country.
Right.
And on the ranking, you will see that the Highlands Highway is #1 priority.
Right.
Then we have Ramu Medeng, Bulminski, Iritano, Magi, East-West New Britain Highway, the CP Coastal Highway, and a number of other key roads in the country. These are roads that we cannot do without. We need to improve, continue to maintain, and continue to have them in an accessible condition.
The country virtually depends on them.
Country depends on them. The amount of freight that these roads make sure it's passing through, and the number of people on daily basis that use these highways to go from one point to another is so enormous. So in that regard, based on the volume of traffic, these roads must have a separate arrangement on some long-term arrangement. Long-term maintenance arrangement has to be in place so that we continue to maintain certain level of service on these roads, then giving this piecemeal treatment, which doesn't work, which hasn't worked and won't work.
Yeah. And I guess retain that particular private company to continue that kind of arrangement, because then they will know the history of road and ensure that it is in
Correct.
A1 shape.
Correct.
Absolutely.